Did you just pick up a 12-foot Halloween skeleton like the one behind me? And you're looking to assemble it? Let's assemble it together. I will show you step by step how to assemble the 12-foot skeleton you see behind me. Let's get started. Okay, first things first, you want to set up your base, which is this. You'll set up the base facing forward. If you see these legs, these should be facing forward. At least you know it's in the right direction. Once you get that, let's line up all our pieces. We will grab our 2 feet, a left and a right. Put the left one down, put the right one down. Once you're done with that, grab poles D and E. D goes on the right foot, E goes on the left foot. So there you go. That's D on the right foot, and this is E on the left foot. As you can see, there's holes only on one side with the pins on the other, so there's only one way you can put these. Once you got that set and done, you can grab F, which is the right shin, and all we're going to do is, these are slotted. They're oval and there's a little slot. That slot fits on the back of that slot, so we'll just push it over. Sometimes you got to twist it a little bit. Once you get it in there, see where it fits. There you go. And then we're going to grab G, which is the left shin. This is the left shin, and we're going to put that one onto the left foot. Again, just have to figure out where that piece is that's flat, and once it sits just like that. All right, next we grab 2 bars that are H. H's go on top. So put H there. Again, there's only one way these can go in. It doesn't matter which side. H's are H, they're both the same. That's done. Once you get that, we're going to start with the left foot. This is part J, which is the left femur. We're going to put it on. This hole should be towards the back because it gives you access to the pin. So we'll put this one on there. That fits fine. Then we'll grab I, which is the right femur. And that goes down. Again, once you get it on, square it up, it's in. Once that is in, we can grab K, which is the pelvis. This is K, the pelvis. All right, if you have another box, or even the box that it came with, you can grab that because you're going to need it to lie it on somewhere to continue doing the rest of this. I'm going to switch this around a little bit so you can see the rest of it. This might be a little hard to see because this is so tall. So I'm going to try to lay it down in the box for you and see if this works. Once you grab the pelvis, which is K, grab the holes that are in the back, and all you can do is slide them in to each square notch of the legs, just like that. This is easier when it's standing up, so I just wanted to show you that, how to get that done. But the way it's done is grab it, you can actually see where it is. Once you get this square holes lined up with each other, You can push it one after the other, and then they will fit in place. If it doesn't snap into place, just grab the leg a little bit and it will fall in place. I'll show you what it looks like. This is how the pins finally went in. So to do the rest of this, we're going to use the box. Move this all the way forward. And you can do it one or two ways. I've done it both. Either lime on his back or the front. Instructions say front, so that's how we'll do it. All we do is just tilt him forward and place him on a box. Just like that. Once that is done, we can grab L, which is this curved bar that has the nut in the back that you screw in for the support. You will slide that on, just like this. Clips into place. After that is done, we're going to grab M, which is the rib cage. Here is the rib cage. Okay. You are also going to have to grab T, which is the loop screw, which is what holds the rib cage onto this bar. So grab the rib cage and you're going to slide it up. There's a wire at the bottom of it that you need to connect. So you're going to gently slide it up. And once you get to about this point, you are going to connect this connector. Okay, these are the two connectors. There's a slot right up here, and there's another slot right there. If you can see it on this one, there's a slot right there, and there's another one right there. These two have to match. If you get them lined up perfectly, you can get them lined up. There are also two arrows, if you can see, right here and right here. Line the two arrows up and gently push together. Once it's pushed together, use a screw to tighten it down, and you're all set. And then you just gently put that together, just like that. So what you do is gently try to get this aligned. There's also the pipe on top that needs to fit in properly. So once you get it all set, you're all done. So this loop screw goes into the back, and you just have to figure out exactly where the threads are. You might have to wiggle it a little bit. I do have these guide ropes on because this was from last year. But once you get it on, you can just tighten down just like that. There you go. All right, that's it. I usually put them in loops and use a zip tie, just like that. It keeps them organized, and I'll just cut them off this year when I put it up. And now, what we're going to do is put on the skull. The skull has a black and a white connector, which hooks up to the black and white connector down here. The white connector and the black connector. And there's a hole here up on top, which you can just tuck the wires into before you screw on the skull. Then find the two slots, one on each side. Once you get them on, be careful because it is just small pieces of plastic. Then you just twist, making sure you don't twist the wires, and you're done. Okay. Next, what we're going to do is grab the hex key that came with your kit, because you're going to need it to attach the left humerus with the set screw. Set screws go towards the back if you're having issues or don't know where they're going to go. They go towards the back of the skull. And all you do is, once it's on there, it is just plastic. Just screw it down gently until there's a light pressure. Then you can grab an N, which is the right humerus. Same thing goes on here. This is how the sides are. You see these slots? This is where the screw actually goes, gets set into. So if you can see it, it just goes right up there, just like that. And once it's in there, just use the hex key and screw it down. I use blue tape on certain hex keys that they're not quality hex keys, but they're good enough for something like this. I wouldn't use them working on a car. But to put this, to assemble decorations, it's fine. I actually label them with the blue tape. Halloween decorations. And I know this one's for Halloween decorations. Once that's set, that's good. I usually wait to put the forearms on, only because they are only held on. They're only just held on by plastic. Now there's also a cable in this kit. This cable goes through the loop screw and gives it a little bit more, and it gives the skeleton a little bit more support. What we're going to do is take the cable, pass it through the loop screw, and down at the base there are two loops that are welded to the base. It just goes over the one loop. Just goes over one loop, and then the same thing on the other side. You might have to bend this a little bit, and there it is. All right, that's done. Now we gently lift them. Grab them from the front and slowly start walking backwards. They say you need 2 to 3 people to do this. I've done it by myself the past few years. And then before we go any further, we have to set the base supports. So these are S's. And what the S's do, they clip onto the bottom. Just like that, push it down, and it gives it additional support. Just like that, and push it right in. It goes on all of the 4 corners. Again, watch your fingers when you're pushing in these tabs, because they can actually grab you. All right, then grab yourself a ladder, and all you're gonna do is, again, put those 2 tabs in there and a little twist to have a twist, and that's done. We'll do the same to the other side. We'll grab the right forearm, which is P. Same thing. It has these 2 plastic tabs on there. They're just plastic, so you just got to be careful with whatever's plastic that you don't break it. You don't have to force it. Just give it a light. Once you put it in, just give it a light twist, and it's in. So that's it. This is it. All assembled. So the last thing to do is on the bottom, you have, that's just a plug, same thing. You have the connector, you push it in there. Once that seal is flush, that orange seal, just give it a twist. That's it. You don't have to go too hard, just a little bit. And then on this leg, there's a little tab for the wire. Grab the wire, put a loop in it, gently push it, and it actually blocks it behind the leg. That is it. 12-foot skeleton. Assembled. Hope you liked this video. Thanks for watching.